Good evening and welcome to the news we are tracking at the moment on Fortnite. My name is Joshua Okungbowar, and tonight we begin in Mowe, Ogun State, where education stakeholders have renewed the call for teachers and school owners to embrace technology, innovations, and people-centered leadership to improve productivity and learning outcomes across Nigeria. The call was made at the 2026 Job Crafting Teaching Profession Conference, organized by Pinkstech Alpha Global Concept. A correspondent was there and files the report.
Teachers, school owners, and education stakeholders from different parts of the country converge on Mowe, Ogun State for the 2026 Job Crafting Teaching Profession Conference. The conference, organized by Pinkstech Alpha Global Concept, was aimed at enhancing the productivity of teachers and school owners by leveraging technology and effective people management in today's evolving education landscape.
If I have good emotional intelligence, I will build resilience, I will be able to handle a lot of things. And the school ecosystem, the running will be seamless. The school owner will not stress.
So another barrier to student voice is an overcrowded classroom, which affects listening. The third one is an exam-focused culture. I know we write exam, but understand it, friends, that we are not preparing our learners to pass examinations.
The event featured presentations by renowned education experts, including Mr. Ogaga Mowe, Mrs. Adeyemo, Mr. Olorutoba Kayode, and the host, Mrs. Oluwatosin Raji Taiwo, who shared practical strategies for improving teaching, learning, and school administration.
Teachers are life givers. A teacher is a problem solver. You can't solve problems and be in lack. If you don't shift your mind, nothing works. Understand that as a teacher, you must engage in active listening. You see, active listening is not listening to respond. It's listening to understand. So that teacher is quiet doesn't mean he's listening to you. Are you through talking? Can I say my own now? It means you are not listening. A child comes late to school. Find out why. A child is not doing properly. Find out why. A child is poorly dressed. Find out why. Leaders ask why. You cannot solve a problem you don't own. And please allow your children disagree with you in class. Classroom management is not becoming a tyrant in the classroom. And I'm sorry, these days we have a lot of tyrants in our classrooms.
Delivering an address, the organizer of the conference, Mrs. Oluwatosin Raji Taiwo, urged participants to reflect on practices that have failed to produce positive results and consciously identifying them as things they no longer do.
Now, things I no longer do. Things I no longer do. What are the things I no longer do? As a teacher, as a consultant, as an educator, what are the things that I no longer do? I no longer react to every provocation. I no longer assume I know everything. I no longer speak before listening. I no longer allow emotions to make decisions that wisdom should make. I no longer see mistakes as failure. As the school held, I no longer see mistakes as failure. Only as opportunity to learn and improve.
Other speakers at the conference highlighted the importance of strengthening Nigeria's curriculum, noting that a functional and relevant curriculum remains essential to raising responsible learners and building a more prosperous nation.
So, adapting curriculum to meet Africa's future needs. And what should inform the curriculum of a country? The objective that a country wants to achieve, the purpose, the problem they want to solve, and their future orientation. That is what informs curriculum. Now, the curriculum we are using in Nigeria and in Africa now were formulated for us by the colonial master during the industrial era. And we discovered that in recent times, the curriculum is no longer serving us in Africa. How can we now prepare a curriculum that will meet our future needs? Singapore, Japan, Rwanda, if they use curriculum to solve their own problem, what is stopping us? It is not a new curriculum that we need. We need curriculum transformation. That is what we want. Not new set of subjects at all. It is transformation that we need to solve our own problem. What are the problems we have? Let's extract the problems we have in the country, for which we need to adopt a future-oriented or a present and future-oriented curriculum here, so that we will start to take care of that. Adapting curriculum to solve African needs. We must prepare curriculum that will help us to solve the real life challenges. And those who will do that are the people in this room.
Speaking on the use of technology to reduce stress in teaching, education technology expert Mr. Olorutoba Kayode encouraged participants to become familiar with digital tools and innovative solutions capable of simplifying lesson preparation, classroom management, and assessment.
I have S raised to power 3 here. For us to reduce stress, we must have structure. For us to reduce stress, we must have system. For us to reduce stress, we must have strategy. That three things, they work together: strategy, structure, and system. If you are able to incorporate that, you are going to reduce stress and you will increase, your productivity will increase. How can we adopt technology? We have Google Form for CBT. Okay? The use of Zoom for presentation. Zoom for presentation, you can use Zoom to present. Canva for design. When I discovered that we have some visual learners, that's when I go into Canva design. I design some of these questions, design pictures, design everything with chemistry. By the time they see some of them are very, very relatable. They understand it better. Then the use of Google Classroom for online engagement. Now, how can we use Google for as CBT? But right now, if your school doesn't have enough laptops, maybe 1 or 2 laptops, you can make use of Google Form to create CBT questions. And with that, it will even reduce your stress, because you can keep editing it anytime you want to edit it. And then you get your answers automatically. You get your response automatically.
Participants also engage in interactive sections where they exchange ideas and practical experiences on improving educational standards in their various schools. The high point of the conference was the presentation of certificates of participation to attendees in recognition of their commitment to continuous professional development. Some participants and guest speakers who spoke with Fort News described the conference as timely and impactful.
How we can use technology to gain impact, how school owners, educators, teachers can leverage on technology to increase impact and to reduce stress.
I'm here to come and learn some things about classroom, and there are some things I need to learn more about classroom, about bringing the children, little children. So this is my first time of attending the conference, so I deem it fit to say let me come and add something to what I had known before.
Speaking with Fort News shortly after the conference, the organizer, Mrs. Oluwatosin Raji Taiwo, expressed satisfaction with the outcome of the 2026 edition, saying the conference successfully equipped teachers and school owners with practical knowledge and innovative ideas needed to transform education.
We have held this program for the past 4 years. This is the 5th edition, and so far so good. Educators have given a lot of testimonials, so we are so happy to have them this year. We are expecting them to take home a lot of things to disrupt education in Africa. Educators deserve the best in terms of welfare. That was the main reason that prompted the job crafting teaching profession in terms of welfare, in terms of school owners deserve to be also taken care of. We are looking at a lot of things. Funding for Africa schools. We are also looking at how school owners can navigate the present economy.
She also used the opportunity to express sincere appreciation to those who supported the event one way or the other.